Hello again and welcome back to Cumbrian Homestead. In my last video I was pruning the gooseberry bushes here on the micro orchard, but I also mentioned about that I'd taken some blackcurrant cuttings. Well, today we've got another fantastic day as the weatherman promised, so now's a good time to see if we can get those dug up and replanted into their final positions. So let's get on and do it. Alright, these are the cuttings I was talking about. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 in total. So the first thing I need to do is assess how many I can get in this little strip of ground. That's my red currant there. So I would say maybe only 2, possibly 3. So I'm going to measure it anyway. I want them 3 foot apart. So I'll just measure it, then we'll have another look. Okay, that's 9 feet. So I can get 2. I can get 2 in there. One about there, one about here. And that will allow them room to mature and grow out. I've also got some plant pots with me, so the others I'm going to pot them up. So I'll bring you back, let's get them lifted and have a look at the root system. Like I said, these were planted around mid to late November last year. So hopefully they've had a full season's growth. You can see that some have obviously grown more than others. But we need to just see what sort of root system they've got on. Looking pretty good actually. I'll bring you back in a sec once I've got them laid out a bit. Okay, so starting from that end, they've all got really nice roots on actually, all bar that one there. That didn't take. So 6 out of 7 though. Can't grumble at that. So I think what I'm going to do, I'll go back to this side. Now those, I think that one there and that one there that has 2 stems on, that's got 2 stems on as well. I think they're the most vigorous, so I'll plant those in the ground, and then the other 4, slightly less vigorous at this point, I'll just pot those up. So I'll mark out the planting positions for the ones that's going in the ground and bring you back. Okay, so we've got 3 foot from the centre of that bush there to this one. So let's get on and dig a hole and plant that. You see the root mass on here. I don't know if you can see there's a bud there. Now I don't mind if that goes underground, that'll be fine. You remember me talking about taking the cuttings, there's probably buds down here when I planted it, yeah? So if there's one or two buds going under soil, that's absolutely fine, that's probably preferable, that's what you want. So we'll just get an idea of the planting depth. I'll put my spade across. So I'm just going to raise it up slightly so that where it forks out it'll be just above soil level. So put an inch or two back in. That should be okay. Yeah, happy with that. Before we plant it in, I'm just going to put some bloodfish as well. I've got some bloodfish and bone here, just a handful. Into the hole. Okay. I'm just going to backfill. Give it a little shake just to reduce any air pockets as you backfill it. Just going to heel that in now. Okay, let's have a look. How are we doing? As you can see, the final, I've got it where those two branches fork out, it's just above the soil level, so there's probably about 3 buds underneath the soil. So that's fine. Okay, so there's the next one. As I said, 3 foot. I'll bring you back when I've got that one in. Okay, so you can see, same idea with that one. There'll be a few buds underground there. I pulled the membrane back a bit, and then obviously I am going to mulch around those. I've got some mulch on my plot over the way, so I'll bring some over in due course and get them mulched up. Now the other thing that I'm going to do is prune them quite hard back, because at this point I don't want the plant trying to focus its energy on fruit production. I want it to maximise its energy into the root system. We can think about the fruit later on. So I'm going to take it back quite low down, probably about a couple of inches, just above a bud. Same with the other one. You can see what I've done there. Yeah, just left 2 or 3 buds on. Again, I know that seems harsh, but it'll be worth it in the long run. It's better to have a good root system early on. And again, if you wanted to take more cuttings, you could just use that I've pruned off now. You could take cuttings from that if you wanted to. Okay, so now we've got those in the ground, I'm going to go and get the others potted up, so I'll bring you back when I'll show you my potting mix. So I've got some garden topsoil. and some just bog standard multi-purpose compost. I'm just going to mix some of those together. I want more topsoil than compost. Having a high percentage of topsoil will just help to retain moisture. And then again, just some blood, fish and bone in there. And you'll see. So I just changed the camera angle slightly. But while I've been doing all this, I've kept the other cuttings over there, look, in the shade, just out of the direct sunlight, just to minimise any transplant shock and water loss. Right, I'll bring you back in a sec. Feeding it in round the edges there. Again, just give it a little shake, just to reduce any air pockets. Compact it down carefully. I reckon that'll do. So again, we're going to do the same. Going to look for, there's a bud just above the soil there. So there's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take it 3. Okay, so I'm going to do exactly the same with yours. Bring you back when they're all done. There we go. Just going to give them a little bit of a watering in, because this bag topsoil is quite dry, whereas the ones that I put in the ground, there's plenty of moisture in the ground already, so I haven't bothered watering those in. They should be fine. And the other thing, I suppose, that I've just thought about, really, should have thought about it before, but sometimes that's how it goes. You want to be using a taller pot. You can see that the two over there are in, I think it's about a 7.5 inch or 20 centimetre tall pot, where these two are in about, I think it's about 13 centimetre high, so I had to prune a little bit the roots off really to get them down. So yeah, it would be better to use a taller pot, so at least 20 centimetres, if not a bit more, would be my recommendation. Okay, so that's planting blackcurrant cuttings. Anyhow, I've got quite a lot of weeding to do, and want to make the most of the day. As I said, it's an absolutely fabulous day. So I'm going to leave you with a shot of the Barrow Monument and say thanks very much indeed for watching, and to all my new subscribers, greatly appreciated, I can assure you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the subscribe button. Please like, do comment, feel free to share it if you wish, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.